Hello, and welcome back to another edition of the Medeek Foundation plugin. My name is Nathaniel P. Wilkerson, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about the new opening features that have been added to the draw opening and edit opening tools. So that's this toolbar right down here. And you'll also notice that I've added in a new open and close tool, which will allow you to open and close your windows that are created with that tool as well. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and create a Polyline stem wall, and we're going to use this tool right here. And just a reminder to everyone that this tool right here, which is the Draw Stem Wall Foundation, is the legacy tool, and unless there's a reason to use that tool, you should be using this tool instead, which is the Polyline stem wall tool. So let's go ahead and click that. And I'm just going to go ahead and lay down, follow my little grid here, and just put up, very quickly, maybe kind of an L-shaped little foundation. So, and actually I'm going to probably need to edit, change some parameters here before I make this final, but let's see, we want that to line up there. Okay, so I'm going to, before I do that, I'm going to change the stem wall width, let's say to 8 inches, and change the stem wall height. Let's say, 96 is probably 8-foot stem wall is probably perfectly fine. And I'm going to hit update on that, and I'm going to just leave the reinforcement out for now, only because I just want this to be to be very quick on updates. So I'll go ahead and get that back to the start point. And then once you do that, all you need to do to terminate this is just hit the Enter key on your keyboard, and there's your foundation. Okay. So we've got ourselves a, of course that footing is probably a little too small. Let's go ahead and edit that real quick. Yeah, where are my footing settings here? Okay, footing width, well, with 8 foot, let's just say a 16-foot footing with an 8-inch depth on that. Doesn't really matter, I just want it kind of standard. Okay, so let's go ahead. Okay, so there's our stem wall, foundation wall. And so now what we're gonna do is go ahead and add in some openings, some doors and windows into that, okay? We can leave our grid there, I guess. So really this tool itself hasn't changed, the draw opening tool, as far as the toolbars go. You just go ahead and click that. But what you will notice is now when you click the advanced option feature, you're going to notice now that you have a bunch more advanced options than you previously had. Okay, so let's start with a door first, just a standard 36-inch door. So the advanced options, you basically have 3 options, okay? And you can do a window well with a door, but typically, you're not going to do that, so we'll just turn that off for now. But the door buck is basically the wood that's framed around the door, and then the door itself. And you'll see that the menu here is very, very similar to what is available to you in the wall plugin. So I basically borrowed essentially the same door and window module from the wall plugin, and I incorporated it into the foundation plugin. However, one thing has to be said is that I have made them independent of each other, so that because there's just a lot of different things that you can do with the wall plugin and you can't do with the foundation plugin, and vice versa. So they're really 2 independent modules now, but they're very similar in the way they behave. One thing right off the bat, you'll notice that there is no option to specify a rectangular or a arch doorway or a trapezoidal window. So basically at this point we just have rectangular doors and windows. That's all the opening shapes that we have available. So let's go ahead and just drop a door in there. Oh, I didn't update that. Let's go ahead and update that, and let's drop one over here just for the heck of it. And I can edit that one. I'll just go ahead and delete it. But so first things first, you'll notice with these doors, very, very similar again to the wall plugin. It's pretty much the same options. The door buck, you can adjust that. You can inset it, or you can have it right flush to the front, or you can actually outset it, I guess, if you really want it to with a negative number. But let's go ahead and just click the edit opening, and you'll notice that it then pulls up the exact same menu really. But now you can go in here and edit things really to your heart's content. So it's like, let's say we want to change that to a right-hand door, and let's try changing that buck inset to 0 from 1.5 inches, and you'll notice that it now bumps the door frame and the door buck right to the exterior of the concrete. Anyways, there's a number of options here. I'm not going to go through them all, that are available to you. There's just a lot of things that are very similar to the wall plugin as well. So I've basically enabled side lights. I'm not sure how often that sort of thing is going to be used, but in case you need that, you have that at your disposal. And also you have the transom as well. So for instance, we could turn on a transom. Now in this case, of course, the wall's probably too low to have a 8-foot high or a regular sized door with a transom. But theoretically, you could do that as well. I'm not going to show that. Anyways, so that's let's go ahead and draw a window now, I guess, right? So let's basically the same tool, the draw opening tool. The only difference is now is we switch it to a window, and when we switch to a window, you notice that the window options are going to come up. And typically you want a window or door buck. So I'm not really sure when you wouldn't want that, but there is an option, of course, to turn that off. The one thing about the window that's a little bit different though is the window well. So usually you're going to want that, and when you enable that option, you're going to get a whole bunch of parameters down here for your window well shape. So let's go ahead and just do like a 36 by 48 inch window in height. Hit update on that, and then let's drop one in there real quick to see how that looks. Okay, so there we go. So really 3 things are being dropped into this opening for the window. You've got a window buck, you've got the actual window unit itself, and you have the window well. And each one of these, you can change those as required. So let's go ahead and just do a quick edit on this just to demonstrate that. I'm going to first of all change this window. Let's make it bigger. Let's do let's say a 48 by 48. Okay, now notice that the window well did not increase in size, because the window well, you can drive the dimensions of that. Let's go with a 60-inch, a 5-foot window well. And those are all independent. So, you can kind of fine tune this however best you need. Let's say that the dirt doesn't come up as far. So now what you want to do is you want to change that vertical offset. Let's say maybe 16 inches from the top of the stem wall, and that drives that down. And if this needs to be deeper, the actual window well itself, you can do that, or you can change the width. The projection changes how far out it goes. So for instance, like a 24-inch would be pretty narrow, probably not practical. So let's go back to 36-inch. And then with window wells, of course, you've got, you can change the radius of this bend here. That's what that does. And then you can change the actual shape. So let's say we want just an arc type of a shape. I've seen these once in a while. And then there's also just a plain rectangular shape like that. So it's just a kind of a square rectangular window well. Typically, though, I usually see more of these trapezoidal shapes. And I don't know the exact angle that this, I think I have it set to 10 degrees by default. And that is not user configurable, by the way. But, if somebody tells me that needs to be something else, then we can always update that, or even make that variable exposed here in the edit menu. Oh, right. We wanted to change that window, didn't we? So let's go ahead and let's try maybe a single hung window. Let's do a slider, actually. Okay. So there's our window. We got a slider. We've got a window well. We've got a door. And again, all the same, pretty much the same window installation options that you have available in the wall plugin you have available here. The one thing I haven't enabled, though, are window or door presets. That may be something coming in the future, but I have not yet enabled that. So just something to be aware of. All right, I'm going to close that out, and let's just turn off this grid for a second, hide that. So, one thing I did want to note too is, just like with the wall plugin, when you do install a door or window into the opening, it will change the label. So it'll change the label from a 3068. It'll add the right hand or left hand or what type of window. In this case, it's a slider, so XO. So it updates that to reflect what type of window or door unit you've actually got in the opening. But again, just like previously, you can forgo adding in bucks and door openings, and you can just have a basic opening. It just depends what you want, but it gives you that flexibility. Okay, last but not least, don't want to make this video too long. Just the door opening and closing, and you'll notice here with the wall plugin, it's really the same icon. But these are not interchangeable tools. So this tool will only work with stem wall openings. And this will, of course, only work with wall plugin openings. So windows and doors and garage doors. So let's go ahead and just try that real quick just to make sure it works. And it looks like it does. And let's go ahead and let's close that. I'm just going to open it again just to show you. Same thing here. And then it's exactly similar to the wall plugin. If you regen this basement or this foundation, it will go ahead and close any windows and doors that are open. So it'll basically reset them back to 0. I think that's pretty much it with windows and doors and what I've added there in the last about a week, I guess. It took about 7 days to make this update. The one last thing I just wanted to point out is that you'll notice with these window bucks, they're pressure treated lumber, of course, and you'll notice they have the texture applied. So just like the wall plugin, I've gone ahead in the global settings under the materials tab, and I've added a lumber texture and a pressure treated lumber texture, and notice that I have them set to wood. Now, if you set them back to none, which is I think what they are by default, it'll just display the colors. But I kind of like having the texture; it just gives a little more character, I guess. And then also, similar to the wall plugin, you'll now notice that I have this animations option here. And that animations option, that will allow you to basically set it up whether you want these to kind of animate themselves as they open and close or just instantly open and close. Anyways, if you have any other questions about this new feature with the stem wall opening tool, and all the options that I've added, let me know. Give me a call, send me an email. And once again, as always, thank you guys for supporting me on these developments, and I will keep pushing ahead. So we'll talk to you later. Thanks.